Hello, everyone. In this video, we're going to talk about various externalities and potential corrections. So first up, we're going to take a look at correcting for externalities. One option is to internalize the externality. What we want here is to achieve the social optimum where the value to the consumer is equal to the cost of all the resources used in production of the good. If the firm has to pay for the external costs, then the firm's cost will equal the social costs. Whenever we talk about internalizing, the individual involved in the activity takes into account the social costs or benefits of his or her actions. And because of that, they're more aware of how their actions will impact social welfare of the community positively or negatively. In cases of a negative externality, we want to make the firm recognize the external costs. So we might tax the particular product, regulate production, encourage research and development of alternative substitutes, or look into some other way to make the firm bear part of the burden of that negative externality. This is a really good example of taxes on products like tobacco, gasoline, and alcohol. The federal tax on gasoline is currently about 18.4 cents per gallon, and the average of the state taxes is about 26.52 cents per gallon. The state of Pennsylvania has the highest state tax of 51.4 cents per gallon. The question you might ask is, why do gasoline taxes exist? And that's to reduce pollution, congestion, wear and tear on roads, and so on. This particular tax internalizes the externality and reduces deadweight loss from the externality. Here we have a practice what you know question, and it says, suppose good X creates a negative externality. Which of the following would not be an appropriate way to correct the negative externality? So we have a couple of choices here. I'll give you a second to read through those. And the correct answer is subsidize the production of good X. So if good X is creating a negative externality, subsidizing production would actually cause more production of that good to occur, which would not be the way to mitigate that negative externality. Here we're looking at an example of vaccinations, and these are going to generate some positive externalities by limiting the spread of diseases. So we have the price and quantity of vaccines. We have our normal demand curve, and then we have our normal supply curve. And that's where our normal market equilibrium is. If everyone takes all benefits of vaccines into account, that demand curve will shift all the way over to the right. Demand will increase, and the new social optimum will be at our ES, or new equilibrium point. Increasing vaccines will eliminate the deadweight loss due to insufficient market demand. So if we want to correct for positive externalities, we might help individuals realize external benefits, finance or subsidize production and consumption of that particular good, put laws into place that do require consumption, encourage more research and development of similar goods, and this will help the consumer realize the full social benefits, and the demand curve will shift to the right. A good example of this is whenever state governments subsidize the cost of college education and more people are encouraged to go to school. If you receive a tax credit for purchasing a hybrid or an electric car, and also tax credits for energy efficient home items like heat pumps, insulation, and windows. Public schools require vaccines before a child can be enrolled, and colleges also require immunization records. These are all examples of ways that we can help individuals realize external benefits and shift that demand curve to the right. That's where we're going to go ahead and stop this video. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Otherwise, I'll talk with you in the next one. Thank you.